Hey guys, good to hear. Wanted to do a quick review on the Glock brand tack light laser combo. The model on this is the GTL 21. I've never really heard about this light. Walked into my gun shop the other day, asked them what kind of lights they had. They were literally all out of the stream lights and your Crimson Traces, all the brand names you think about when you think about a pistol mounted light. So he went and showed me this one. This has been out for a few years now, but I wanted to go ahead and give it a try here. And I'm pretty happy with the results. Obviously, as a Glock brand, it fits the Glock like a glove. Very lightweight, very intuitive to use. You have ambidextrous wing switches to operate your light laser combo. And then down at the bottom here, you could switch between the modes of completely off, light only, light laser, and just laser. Now you're not getting an LED with this light, you're getting a regular incandescent bulb, but you do get an extra bulb in the package you get here. This is the box it comes in. Here's your extra bulb. You also get, if you get the laser combo, they make just the flashlight. I think it's around 80 bucks. Very good deal for it. And this is your key to zero in your laser. But I think it's a great light. You're only getting about 70 lumens for what it says on the box here, but you wouldn't really be able to tell that when you actually use the light. There's a ton of spill. It completely fills up any room in the house. I've tried it in pitch black. The spill just lights it up perfectly, but not so much to where you lose your night vision if whenever you're just doing quick presses to yeah. So that's how this activates as well. You could just do presses if you just want quick take a quick look at it, or you could click it down and it'll stay on. But like I was saying, you couldn't tell that this was just a 70 lumens light. I went outside and put it up against this 500 lumen flashlight here. And really, of course, this is an LED, so it's a little bit more bright white of a light. But they have about the same illumination. So don't always go by the numbers you hear. This has so many lumens, because that doesn't always tell you the things you want to know about a flashlight. It looks kind of bulky, but it's actually slimmer than a stream light. And quick release, just like if you're taking down the Glock on the slide here, all you do is on both sides here, you hold down on both and go ahead and pop it right off. This is your battery slot option here. Takes two CR123 batteries, and that's about it. Later on, I might edit in some footage of I have a couple techniques on how to shoot and move with your pistol at a moving target, and what ways to walk with that. And that's the great thing about a laser. It's also a training aid. You can go ahead and put that laser on and see how much your pistol is moving as you're moving. That way you can go ahead and tighten that up and figure out which way works the best for you, so you get the least amount of pistol movement on your pistol as you're walking. So I might edit that footage in. If you want to stay and watch that, that's fine. But if you're in the market for this little light here, it's absolutely worth the money. And it's Glock, so they're going to stand by their product if anything breaks down with it. But for around $80 for just the flashlight, I don't think you can go wrong with that. You'll be just as happy with this, if not more happy, with the lightweight. I think it's about 3 ounces, very lightweight, all polymer. There's a couple metal components in there that have to be metal, but most of it is just polymer. So yeah, big thumbs up here. Go ahead and check it out. Fits the 19. It doesn't fit flush on the 19, but on the 17 you will be flush with your barrel if that's something you're worried about. Yeah, Glock brand lights. Absolutely good to go. Dark room clearing. 70 lumens, but the amount of spill on this light, guys, is just, it's perfect amount of light for what you need to do. It'll light up the whole room and put a spotlight right in the middle where you're aiming at. Here's a little test. a step back and you can see how wide. This is probably a 25-foot wide room. No problem lighting up the whole room in one spill. The camera doesn't pick it up as good as it does in real life, but the amount of spill that is, I can see perfect wherever I need to. I can give it a quick press if I just want to check an area real quick without giving away my location too much, or I can leave it on and easily have enough light to clear everything. Just a perfect amount of light. Pitch black without it, with a little bit of light there. Boom. That's all you really need. Dark. Let's try the garage, I might get a better perspective. Pitch black. And again, the camera doesn't pick up it as well as it actually is lightening it up. I got about probably a 20-foot radius of the spill of the light where I could see all around me. It's just about perfect, guys. That's just the main bright spotlight that you guys see in the middle, but it spills the whole area to where I could see. Again, without it, pitch black. Can't see my hand in front of my face. That's the perfect amount of lumens in my book. Any more and it kind of takes away your night vision. It's dim enough to where this is off, I could still see little areas of light where light is able to come through. Hey guys, 50 here. Kind of got a weird setup going on my ball cap here, trying to give you guys like a GoPro style camera view. It's just testing this out, see how it works. Excuse the mess, putting up Christmas decorations. So what I wanted to try to go over here is your weapon mounted light and pistol. This one here, I might do a review video on. This is the Glock brand GTL 21, I believe. It's the laser light combo. Perfect amount of light for a pistol, room clearing. I think it's around 80 lumens, but that's the amount of spill you get on this light is perfect. It gives you a nice wide radius with a spotlight in the middle. Some lights are just too bright, and whenever you hit the darkness and try to just give your, hold on, let me put on the light mode real quick, and try to just give your light a quick press here, you take away a lot of your night vision. So if you happen to miss that threat with just that quick press and blind yourself, that gives whoever's in that room enough time to come up and try to grab you if they want to. But really what I wanted to talk about is movement with your pistol and how to try to control your bobbing as you're walking. This is a very vital skill to me. It's definitely a lot easier with a rifle, but one little trick I found how to figure out how much movement you're getting and see what style of stance and walk gives you the least amount of movement to your body type. Now, a good way to do that is to, if you have a pistol mounted light laser combo, that's perfect. But what we really need on this one is just the laser here. I really can't see my phone's actually like touching on my nose, so I can just kind of make out what's going on here. But I think as you guys can see here, what I'm trying to do here, if you have a GoPro, that's even better. As you're walking toward your threat, see that little bit of bob I'm getting? I'm exaggerating here, just kind of demonstrate. But it's a good training aid. You can try different stances, try to squat down a little bit more, see what gives you for your body type especially, it's not going to be the same for everybody, what gives you the least amount of bob as you're walking. I prefer a lower stance. I'm going to take the camera off here and try to get a shot of what my stance looks like. And my feet are doing kind of like a 45, almost maybe a 30-degree angle, and I'm leading with my heel and rolling my toes, and I'm doing that with each foot as I got a squat in my stance, pretty straight back with a little bit of bend in my neck. And it's pretty important to keep that posture, your back nice and straight. That way you have a nice sturdy base. If anybody comes at your side around a corner, it'll give you a steady base to defend yourself and not fall over and become prey yourself. So that's why it's important to keep that straight back posture, and it gives you more stability whenever you're firing as you're moving too as well. So there's a double pro to that stance there. But I just wanted to simulate one more time here how you're going to focus on this training aid. Again, as you're moving, you can see how much bobble you get in one stance and how much you get in the other, and try to correct it to get the least amount of light movement as you're walking. Here's a quick view from my angle of what my shooting while moving footwork looks like. I'm not trying to make this harder than it needs to be. Obviously, you can just walk. If you can't get this down and it feels more awkward for you, it's as simple as just walking and shooting. But if you want to get a little bit better at it, maybe clean it up a little bit, this is definitely a lot more quiet. And like I said, you get more of a stable base this way. So this is about the angle my feet are at. And as I said, I'm coming with my heel and rolling to my pinky toe hits first, and then I roll to the rest. Same with the other foot. It's definitely more quiet, it's more stable for me, and I get a smoother tank track like movement. And it's almost like a shock absorber as you're walking. Gives you a more stable shooting position.